When you start to learn how to play soccer, there's a common thing that you learn how to do: throw the ball in. I don't know what's happening. There have been so many calls by refs calling back a throw in. It's a straightforward thing: hand on ball, ball behind head, throw the ball over your head. At one game that I attended in Hamilton, one player threw the ball in illegally 3 times to the other team's discontent. Finally, the ref called it on the 3rd time. But then she did it again later on. It keeps happening. Why? How? This is a very simple skill to learn, and yet it's being called all the time. Should this be something that we see called in the men's game as well? Yes. And we should see it happen, that i.e. call the illegal throw-in every time it happens, because it's a simple thing to do. Keep your feet on the ground, hold the ball, put it behind your head, and throw it. It's that simple. Let's just call it what it is. Simple. Do it or don't and lose the ball. I can't believe this is a topic to discuss. How is this happening? When I play in adult rec soccer, I anticipate that the field isn't going to be that great. But when I'm playing, if I was to play on a professional environment or a top tier within a top tier tournament like the World Cup, I would expect that the fields are perfect. Perfect. So I wouldn't fall if I was to pivot after I put my foot down. Instead, what is happening here at the World Cup in New Zealand and Australia is that players are pivoting and falling, or just taking a step and falling, because they're playing on rugby fields, because the fields have not been prepared properly, because I don't know. I wasn't a part of it. But FIFA and the organizers were a part of it, and they know what professional soccer should be played on. How that's not happening at the Women's World Cup here in Australia and New Zealand, I don't know. But it is affecting the game. Players are dropping, not because of something that happened to their body, but because the field is so poorly maintained, or there's just poor drainage. That cannot be an event that happens in the future and needs to be addressed as quickly as possible so that the round of 16 and all the other games after it are not going to be decided by someone slipping.